Alright, what's up YouTube? So this video today is going to be titled Healing from Narcissistic Scars, which includes practicing radical acceptance. So what is radical acceptance? That is accepting, coming to terms with and realizing that the narcissistic relationship that you were in and the person that you were with truly didn't love you or care about you or have your best interests at heart. And the radical part is just we want to try and, I suppose, sit with that and deal with that as quickly as what we can and try and come to terms with it as quickly as possible. And reason being why, obviously, so that we can heal and try and get better and move forward with our own lives. So just made a few notes here. Number one, and I think the most important thing that you need to just realize and really come to terms with is that the narcissist that you're with or are with, they really don't love you. So it's harsh pill to swallow, but it's the truth. And just know that they really do not love you. They might love the part or the role that they've controlled or manipulated you to play with in their own life. Sure, but they don't love you as a person. So know that. Number two, they never truly cared about you. So you obviously thought that person really cared about you and did have your best interests at heart, but they never did. So you need to come to terms with that as soon as possible. Number three, they never did anything solely that was actually in your best interest. There were always strings attached, basically. So if they did you a favor or something nice for you, it wasn't solely for you. And the reason that you know that is because at a later date, they would have called up a favor, or it could have been a drive, a lift somewhere, or it could have been help with something at their home, or help to fix something, or just to solve some type of issue or problem that they have, essentially. Number four, they never value you as a person at all. And I'll give you an example, because I, for instance, would have a lunch, be out to lunch with the narcissist, and they would just take phone calls in the middle of lunch together. And, for me, if I'm going to lunch with someone, I'll put my phone away, or if it's an important call or a quick text or whatever it is, I might quickly attend to it and apologize for that. But, being out with the narcissist, an example for me is that they would take multiple phone calls whilst being at lunch with myself. And why did they do that? They did that because the narcissist is always searching for sources of supply. So they're constantly needing validation from others and attention from others to build themselves up, because deep down they know that they're a shallow carcass, essentially. So, all right, number five, realize that it was a relationship built on quicksand. So a relationship that's a true healthy relationship is one where in times of need, in times of desperation, in times where you're struggling, you can call on that particular person or that individual, and they'll genuinely be there to help you and support you and make sure that you're all right. Because it could be a death in the family, it could be you could have moved to a new town, so you're not in familiar territory. It could be, a range of things, but basically you could be at a point where you're vulnerable. And during your vulnerability, that's when the narcissist strikes and they prey. They prey on people that are, in misfortunate circumstances. A relationship that's really solid, that's built on depth, true love, understanding, genuine care for wanting the best for the other person, whether it's a friend, a lover, a parent, whoever it is, doesn't matter. They're built on depth, and you can lean on each other and lean on them, and you know that they've got your back. Whereas the narcissist, no, they don't. Number 6, so they never built you up. You come to realize that you got trapped in stage 2 of the narcissistic abusive cycle, which is the devaluation stage. Stage 1 being the love bombing stage, which is where they shower you and build you up and make everything seem to be, make you feel like you're the man, or you're the woman, or you're the bee's knees of people. That's what they do in stage 1. And but unfortunately, the stage 2, the devaluation stage, they'll keep you trapped in that, and they never really tried to build you up or better you and help you grow and improve and get to the places that you want to go in your life and achieve the things that you want to achieve and that sort of thing. So moving on to number 7. So they never cared about your feelings, how you felt, or what you wanted, or maybe an event you wanted to go to, or a holiday you wanted to have, or a fun thing that you wanted to do. They never cared, period, at all. They only cared solely, first and foremost, which was what they wanted at all times. And during your good times or your fun times, unfortunately, they stole that joy and they took that from you in one way, shape, or form. And I know you can resonate with what I'm saying because it's the truth. So number 8 would be a massive one. So this could be one of the most important. They'll keep you codependent to keep you weak and docile, which if you're weak and docile, then you're easily controllable, easily manipulated without too much forethought or foreplanning or whatever. Because if you're weak and docile, then it's much easier for them to do this to you. And so I've made a previous video about vices that will keep you trapped and enslaved to the narcissist. I highly recommend you check that one out, because that's going to help give you some awareness and some more understanding on some broader, habits that may be keeping you in bondage and keeping you enslaved in the narcissistic abusive cycle, much like I was. So do check that out. And with all that said, God bless. Have a great day. Peace.